Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Venture with Joe and Cody. I am Joe Skipper, owner of Skipper Realty Group, brokered by eXp Realty, and that is Cody Wilhelm with a residential mortgage. What's going on, man?
Just living it up, just
Yeah?
enjoying this beautiful day that we have where I understand over the next couple days here in the old Pacific Northwest, we're supposed to get like 3 to 5 inches of rain. So I think we've got a good probably inch today already. So
I know. I don't want to talk about it. It has been the biggest tease this year of spring
yeah,
weather. The cherry blossoms were starting to come out, everything's going, and then it's like windy and rainy right now.
yeah, it's
It's
nasty.
horrible. Yeah.
It is. That's why you're going to Arizona soon.
I know. We had talked on our live stream about the trip to Arizona, going to go visit my family and then visit friends the rest of the week. But yeah, it's going to be nice. It's in the 90s right
Yeah.
now and sunny.
Oh,
I'm okay with that, man.
yeah, we're happy with like 55 and sunny.
I know. My mom's like, "Oh, it's a little too cold. The pool's a little cold. Like, I don't know if the kids want to go in." I'm like, "Mom, if it is 70 degrees, the kids are going in the
Yes,
pool. Like it is.
exactly.
We're from Oregon. It is
Yeah.
completely different."
Uh-huh.
She's like, "I don't know." Yeah. So, anyways, headed to that.
That's
I don't
great.
know. Like, I think you got to push me to do a remote podcast.
Okay, I
You
can
got
do
to
that.
push me to do it. Okay. Tell me
I can do
before
it.
I leave to say, do the podcast remotely,
Yes.
even if it's just with your headphone, your iPhone, and whatever. Just do
Yeah.
it. So that's your job, is to get me to
I'm
be
on it.
motivated.
Okay, I will.
We actually, yeah. Maybe we could record right before. Anyways,
We can
today,
we can record that week for sure.
yeah, we can record it and then I'll be gone. Then I can leave so we can talk about it again before I'm
Yeah,
actually gone. So, anyways,
we'll figure something out.
so I wanted to talk to you and you wanted to talk to me and we wanted to talk together about
We
AI.
did.
We talk about it
Yes.
all the time. But the thing is even as each week develops, this is not a topic that you can talk about, 4 months ago and be like, okay, we already talked about it. It's not relevant now.
Mhm.
This is like the future. And I'm a proponent of it. I don't know how you feel about it. But I just think it's the future of our industry. And I think that
Yeah.
if we don't start incorporating some of the AI tools that are out there and start making our business the AI business, then
Mhm.
we're going to just get replaced by AI altogether. And I just wanted to hear your
Yes.
general thoughts on it. And then I want to go over some things that I've found recently about AI. So what's your thoughts
Yeah.
about it in general? And the lending side, because real estate for sure is,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give my opinion on what if agents will be necessary down the road. For sure, it's being incorporated right now to make our real estate business streamlined. But what about lending
Yeah.
side of things?
So from a lending side, I think that there's a couple different avenues. One, I think overall it will help things from a just speed standpoint because as it gets more and more integrated in, I think that there will be the use of, certain types of documents that can be AI analyzed. Like I know they've already been working on some of that stuff where you can get like certain automated approvals for documents that aren't even looked at by an underwriter because it fits the box. And I'm sure it'll start out with like basic, salary type of employee
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
have and it's just verifying that. I think the part that it will, I can't say never, but would be down the road would be the structuring of a loan.
Yeah.
I think that it will be able to analyze and say, based on your information, your income is this, you could go up to this, but it's not going to be the one that runs it through underwriting. It's not going to be the one that looks at it and goes, yeah, but maybe we should look at this option. So I think that
For sure.
for a little while at least, the loan officer is still going to be a vital part of it. I think where it's going to help is people can look up and get information way easier and quicker. I mean, you think about it, you just type in on Chat GPT or whatever you use of like, hey, what are the requirements for credit to buy a house?
For sure.
And it's going to list everything rather than what seems like Google searching. No, that was like the norm forever. And now we're to this point where it's like, oh man, I got to like scroll and click on this one and it doesn't tell me what I want. Like the AI summarizes exactly what you want. So I think from a consumer standpoint, information is more readily available and easy to get to, which is great because then that means more educated buyers and sellers to where they're understanding some of that stuff. But from the loan side of it, I don't know that I feel like there's going to be a limit on what it can do. And then the third part is going to be from the loan officer side. I think that it's only going to help. I don't think it's really going to hurt the loan officer if they're using it. And I'm still a little behind, me with technology. I'm like,
He's an old soul, people.
I
Come
am
on.
I'm like a parent that you're trying to like teach how to text and FaceTime. But the more I use it, that's been the thing I've noticed. The more I use it, the more I understand where you can get the benefit from, not just as like a search tool, but so many different things on structuring marketing stuff.
For sure.
Which I'm a terrible marketer. So like for me to be able to just kind of say, hey, I want to do this and this and this, and it's gives me a whole list of ideas or
For sure.
even content. I'm like, this is great, because then this just took me from I don't really know to I don't have an excuse now. So
Oh yeah. No, I agree. I think that in the real estate world, there's a couple different theories that I have, and I could be wrong. But I think that AI obviously right now is supplementing agents, which is huge. It's helping us to do our job better. There's multiple processes in the real estate process that AI can help to streamline, so it makes the client experience better. But I think from a marketing standpoint and a service standpoint, it also helps clients get a better product from the agent, if that makes sense. So, for example, and I'll bring it up here in a second, but with AI, I built an app for clients and future clients, but basically it's an all-encompassing app that has everything you could want for real estate all in one place. Most people are like searching, okay, I need a mortgage calculator here. I need where Joe said to go call these lenders. Where's inspectors? What's this community like? What is it like to sell with Skipper Realty Group? All that stuff, all the questions that are combined in there, I threw into this AI app, and it developed an app for clients that basically has everything all in one spot. So I'm super excited to show you that. But it's just an example that it's helping streamline our business and make us look more professional, make us look more on the forefront of technology. It helps our marketing, like for you and I with our podcast episodes, the things we want to talk about. It researches what's good topics to talk about, what are hot topics in the real estate market, things that we could find out on our own, but it finds out in seconds, and gives us ideas and topics and various things. So I think right now it's streamlining things. I think what it's going to do longer term, not in the longest term, because any AI could take anyone's job for the most part, besides a plumber or an electrician or someone who has to actually physically be in a place to do something. It could ultimately take everyone's job, theoretically. But I think what AI in the real estate world is going to do, we have a lot of agents that are discount brokers, like 1% to list your home. We just put it on the MLS. You give us the data, give us 1%, we'll help everything go through. I think AI can take over that. I honestly think that AI could say, you could type your home in, you want to put it in the MLS, you pay $400, AI puts it all in, makes a nice pretty description of the house, and puts it all in the computer system, really. Like, I don't think that's too far-fetched to think that in a discount brokerage type of scenario, they're going to be in trouble sooner than later, just because I think that, it's easy to replicate what they do because they don't do much. And I'm not saying that to be negative to them. That's the business model they've built, is that we don't do much, but you save, you get to keep some of your money as a seller or a buyer because we don't do much. So I think that'll go away. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say, I can see that being more and more the case too, when the market picks up to where it's like busier and it's people are looking at it like, man, all I'd need to do is just put a sign out front and somebody would come buy it, right? We're not in that environment right now, but we've been in that environment to where houses sell quickly. So you start to throw in more and more of that over time. And I got to imagine that would be something that people could potentially look at doing.
Yeah, I think, it's going to be convenient for sure. For some buyers, there'll always be buyers and sellers that are like, I need to save $5,000. I can't spend this. Like, we can't make a profit on our house if we sell. We got to go with a discount brokerage. And I think there will be AI opportunities for that. And that, having said that, even though, I don't even know what I'm saying, but
it works.
I think where agents that are not discount agents, I include myself in that we can take that over as well. And provide opportunity and provide more packages for buyers that say, yes, you went to Joe Schmuck Real Estate because they were charging a 1% listing fee, or Redfin because they're charging a 1% listing fee. But my company provides that as well, because we have an AI program that can get you into that. But if you choose to go with our other package, then you have us to help out with, or you have us that can kind of be more directly handling the transaction, or you're a complicated deal or you're something unique, or just people want the service. People pay for the service, and that's what real estate industry is. And I think to a certain extent, lending is too. It's they theoretically, we always say this, like, you could really do any job. Like, I could be a plumber, I could look on YouTube and do it, but I'm paying
Yeah.
someone for expertise and service. And that's the same
Uh-huh.
in real estate, same in lending. You're paying someone for their expertise, you're paying someone for the service that they're going to provide you. So I think that AI, the agents and the lenders that can get on top of the AI experience for a client are going to win out over the long term, because they're going to have,
Yes.
one, a streamlined back end that they're going to be able to just run things more efficiently so they can market better. But also the clients are going to have an experience where they're going to say, I paid a lot of money for this agent, but I got an experience and I got service and I got a closed sale that got me more money in an easier
Sure.
time than I would have gotten another way, even with
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
And that's kind of long-winded, but I think AI does provide definite resources. But even with AI, you got to research it. You got to look.
Mhm.
You got to ask the right questions of AI. You got to do this. So you're like, okay, I want to sell my home by myself. Like, and it will walk you through all that sort of stuff and those sort of things. But
Uh-huh.
I do think that, people pay for their time too. Like, time is money, and I think
Yeah.
especially clients that value their time are less inclined to say, I'm just going to have AI, I'm going to do the research and do the AI research into
Yeah.
how to do this. And I'm going to put the house on the market. I'm going to take care of the showings. I'm going to take care of negotiations. Yeah, I guess long story short, I think all of us, me and you, could be replaced easily in 10 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, if AI continues to improve. But I think agents that get
Sure.
on top of their business and use AI right now to improve their
Mhm.
business and make it streamlined, clients will still be like, I want to work with Joe and I want to work with Cody. They have a system that works well,
Yeah.
and they have systems in place that make my job easy.
Yep. Well, and I think that it's like everything. There's, we've experienced in the mortgage side, I won't say the company, but, over the last, 10 plus years or so, there's a company that came out that was, their big thing was, push a button, get a mortgage
Yeah.
kind of scenario, right? Where it was like easy and you don't have to worry about it. And I remember at the time it was like, there was kind of some panic in the market of like, dude, what if this takes over because it's going to be easier and quicker? And then you find out that it's more marketing than anything, and the
Yeah.
experiences aren't great with some of those. And so
Absolutely.
I think that even when it does get to that point where, say, both of our jobs are whittled down even more because there's less and less people in it because AI can do a large amount, I think there's still going to be enough people that are like, yeah, that's cool and all. I love that that can be done really easy, but I do want that professional
For sure.
experience. I want that hand holding. Like, I can watch a YouTube video on how to fix the transmission on my car,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
that doesn't mean that by the time I open that thing up, I'm going to know how to do it and put it all back together. It's like,
For sure.
and like you said, time is money, and the more and more time
And
that you put
experience
into it,
costs money. Yeah.
experience costs a lot of money, and
Yeah.
you see that with everything. So I'm with you. I think that there's going to be, I do not doubt that across all of our industry as a whole, that there are going to be jobs that are replaced, and it's going to be maybe a person that manages that rather than 5 people that do that job.
sure.
So it's,
For
I
sure.
think there will always be jobs there, but how many, I don't know. And I think it's capitalizing on that, not just getting left behind.
Yeah, and on that point of the multiple, there might be a person managing different things. In the real estate world, it may be that, one, we take less of a commission because we're doing less. We have more of a streamlined structure that, we can help clients type that stuff in. We can kind of help with, we've streamlined stuff so much that we might have to go with a lesser commission, or
Sure.
we're doing more quantity because we can do more quantity in a good way that helps clients, but we can do more quantity so we don't have to charge as much. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing, but I think kind of sticking your head in the sand right now is not the best thing to do, waiting for
Yeah.
it to all blow over, because I
Right.
just don't think that's happening. And I find that, like, even daily, like, I feel like I follow it pretty well. Like, this, I follow all the little trends and fads of like this AI, try this AI and try this AI. Man, it's fascinating to me how good they are and how good they do with the various things that we do. And it's almost overwhelming because I'm like, I don't even know where to start on how it could improve my business. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, I need almost someone to tell me, here's how to improve your business in this way. Type this
Right.
into AI, because it is like, it can do it. And I want to use this example, and I'm not just like, I'm marketing this, but I'm just using this because this is like a great example of what I was able to do with AI. And I'll show you, see if I can, okay. Let's see can you see my stuff or no? Not yet.
Currently, I just see your face.
Okay, let me see. Which is good enough for you.
Yeah, which is what I came here expecting to see. Okay,
Okay,
there
do you
I
have this?
I see your screen now. Yep.
Okay, so this is basically what I did was I typed into AI and basically told them what I wanted, told them the issues that I had with clients, that the common questions clients have, the common things that clients face during a sale. I wanted to put out our buyer's guide or seller's guide that we give to everyone of our clients, but I wanted it all in one spot. So basically, this is our client resource hub, and this is all developing, but I just wanted to show you this. It may be tweaked as we go through, but this is basically the homepage. So you can put this in a QR code. You can give people a link. I can put it in my bio. I can do whatever I want with it. But this is basically what would come up as a client gets this. But yeah, so the tabs are all set up. This is a buyer's guide. This is our buyer's guide that we give all of our buyers. You can tab through all of the stuff that is in our buyer's guide, and it takes you all through the different things with real estate. Obviously, down below, if you wanted to contact Christina or me, you can click on that and it'll automatically call, especially if you're on your phone, that'll just automatically call. It's all embedded in there. This is just for me telling one AI thing to do this.
So you didn't upload any of this stuff.
I had to upload our selling guide. So these are,
okay.
You know, I did give them this. They asked for it. They basically say, this is what we need. So they embed it in the website. They make sure everything is done, but this is like what you get when you meet us in person. This is what you're going to get. And Christina and I go through this with all of our clients, talking about the process and all the different things. So these I had to put in our PDF, but we have these, you know, we made these guides that we give clients for various things. So this is on paper. You will still get these, but just basically helpful guides that we give to people.
Wow.
But this is the cool thing. So our inspectors, we have some preferred home inspectors. So you can basically go through here. You can visit their website. You've got their number here that you can call, and it tells you a little bit about our inspectors. Really cool. You can go to visit the website. I don't know if it's going to show, but it's automatically linked to their website.
Wow.
And you're going to see our preferred lenders. Looky here.
Hey, look at that.
But it basically gives a description of you. It gives your MLS. It gives a website. It gives your contact information. And it gives our clients preferred lenders that we use that they can click on and easily visit your website and go through that. We have a community section, so you can literally go through and it tells you a little bit about Wilsonville, Portland, and I can add or take away these things with the thing, but you can actually visit their official city websites if you want to find out more about the towns. But it gives you a brief description of the population. About us is about Christina and I, has all of our Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. And the coolest thing here, and this is what I was talking about earlier, this is resources for the clients that they can look on. Everyone looks on Zillow or Redfin. So we were like, why fight it and be like, oh, go with our email system that notifies you of a house that's everyone has Zillow and Redfin on their phone looking at it all the time. So we just made resources here. You can visit Zillow, visit Redfin for your thing. There's a mortgage calculator here, a credit report thing here, HUD resources, our website. So, and we can add to this, but this is like a all inclusive, like, rather than open up 18 tabs, you can literally click on all these things within our app to get whatever you need for buying and selling.
And how long? How long would you say that this took to create? Because that's pretty impressive. That's like what that's like somebody creating a website for you.
Yeah, this was less than an hour easily, and it was more because I was clunking around with PDFs and things like that.
Dang, really?
Yeah. Because basically you can ask it to do everything you want and it will follow up like, hey, have you thought about this? Do you want me to look into this? Do you want me to do this? You're like, oh yeah. Do you want me to search?
Stop. So I
didn't have to add your information on there. I told him who you were and it went to your website, got your number, got the website link, got a description of you and put it in there. Like
that's wild.
It's insane. That is just one example. And it's like mind blowing to me that it's available, but that's what's going to help your business because that's what clients want and I'm not saying I just made this cool thing and that's only what clients want, but just in general, clients want easy access to everything that you've got, every resource that you have. And I think that is one way you can do it. But yeah, I've looked into, and I'm still looking into like building a website. We have a really good website, but man, if it could revamp my website, I'm down. So,
well, yeah. And that's where, it's like, as I start to learn more and more about it, there's there's less and less excuses of I don't have the time, or I don't even know how to start doing this stuff. Like, that's one of the cool things with it is even just asking the AI questions on how
For
do I
sure.
do this? And then, like every time I type something in, it hits you with another follow-up. Hey, if you want to send me this, or if you want to do this and this and this. So it's like, it doesn't just get you the answer like it would if you looked on Google,
Yes.
to where you're like, okay, cool. I think I've got a general idea on how to do this. It's like, here's step 1, 2, 3, 4, upload
For
this,
sure.
do this, do this. And you're like, wow, I
For
guess
sure.
I should be doing this, because I can't make the excuse that I don't even know how to create a website
I know.
link or images. Like, I don't know. I'm still behind, but every time we talk about it and I start diving into it and playing around with it more and more, I'm like, there are a lot of potentials to really improve whatever type of business you do.
For sure.
There's a lot of cool resources in there, and a lot of information.
Yeah, and I think like for us, Christine and I built a business of like really, and you see it in our YouTube videos and our podcasts, is like we really just, I know it sounds cheesy and I hate even saying it, but it's like we just want to help people. Like if you don't use us, if you do use us, we've just seen so many people, friends and family, and people get not screwed by the industry, but really hurt by the industry. A lack of knowledge of the agent, not necessarily maliciousness, but like, or both, that you don't know what you don't know, and people more often than not are like, dang it, I wish I would have known that, or wish. So we've put out our business basically trying to put out resources for people to utilize our stuff. If you have another agent, great, but use the app to find out more about that agent, or find out more about how we do things, just to compare and contrast, and maybe they're better than us. But I think that's where, like, this is good for us, because we're just constantly trying to find resources for people to make these big decisions in their life with the most amount of knowledge going forward. And so, we're super excited about that app. But like,
that's cool.
Even it's funny because within that app, so there's two things. One, I had the app fix the app. Like, so basically what was happening was it was too big of a file. You run out of, so people that use AI a lot, they'll be like, oh, you run out of service. Like basically they only you can't unlimitedly ask for these huge projects to be done. And it's just going to pump them out for your monthly payment, whatever you pay for it.
Yeah.
But basically I was like, okay, because I was having trouble uploading my PDFs, like newer PDFs. And it's like, oh, I can't upload the PDF. So we got to, it's too big of a file, like too much memory, blah, blah, blah. So I basically said, how do I work around it? So it showed me how to work around itself to get the files in order to make it work. So it's just insane that I was like,
that's
AI
hilarious.
was actually working with AI to do like, I was like, it's just crazy.
You're like, hey, look, you've got this rule here. How do I work around this rule? And it,
for sure,
of course, it's just going to answer your question.
I know. And the final thing I'll say is that it was, they were talking about, I get a lot of, on YouTube, I get a lot of spam emails of, your YouTube's amazing, but it's terrible. Like, and I mean that by saying, hey, you have great content, everything looks good, but you're missing something. You're missing SEO, you're missing search engine stuff, you're missing keywords, and it tells you why you suck and why you need them to help you market.
Yeah.
And so I asked AI this morning, I was like, okay, one question is, are these legitimate? Like, is there something? I want you to look at my website, my YouTube page, and tell me if it's missing something. Like, is it something that can be done? And it was really cool because it said, yes, most of them are spam. Most of them just pull in a data from YouTubers, and tell them they suck and work with them. But it gave me advice on, here's how you can improve various things. Here's how you can test the market, look at your popular videos, look at this particular thing. This is what YouTube now works. Like, this is what they prefer. And so it's just like, it was fascinating to be like, man, like I will probably eventually, just by them harassing me all the time, probably would have used them. And
right,
been like,
you just
okay,
cave in at one point, or
like, okay, try it. Like, I need you to help me, because obviously you want to improve your YouTube and make it, more visible to everyone. Man, AI just was like, here's what you can do yourself to make it better. So yeah, just a lot of good stuff there in the AI world.
Dude, there is. It's crazy. And for how quickly it's gone out, like been out there, and now everybody's starting to use it more, and it feels like there's a new version of, I mean, there's so many now. It started out with just a few, and now it's like everything has its own version of AI, and there's resources like crazy out there. And it's good. I'm glad that you're on it, because then it helps me to try to stay on it.
To motivate you. I know I could just keep harassing you every week about, like, we always have a weekly talk where I'm like, dude, have you tried this? Like,
Yeah.
It's really cool. This is
I'm
really
like,
cool.
no,
So,
I'm still trying to do the one that you told me about a week, like 2 weeks ago.
oh man, I know it's crazy. It goes so fast, but it is something that like, man, you've got to get up on because it can be overwhelming. I start to feel like a little bit like our parents when internet hit and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
I kind of have that, like, I kind of have an empathy for them that they're like
Uh-huh.
now because the AI is hitting so fast, like internet did, and I think like it's very hard to keep up. Like, and
Yeah.
I can see why my parents were like very resistant to it because it is a lot.
They're like, you know what? I'll deal with it when that time comes.
They're
I
like,
don't
yeah,
need
the
to know anything
fad,
about it. Yeah.
the fad will be over soon.
Yeah.
What else do I have for you about AI? I think that's it. I would just suggest we're looking for some AI conferences, like conferences for real estate that are kind of AI directed.
Oh,
We can kind
nice.
of get on top of that stuff because that's, I think, for me, maybe it's a little obsession of mine, but I think
Yeah, it's relevant though.
I want the business to do well and I want the business to be on top of all that stuff. So I think that, for me, staying on top of that's a big deal. So we're looking for some conferences. Yeah, stay on top of AI. If you're a lender or an agent, whether you're new or old, it's like get involved because I think that, again, just like the social media reels and all that stuff that real estate agents never did. And now,
Hmm.
like everyone does, it's like I think AI
Yeah.
is the same sort of thing. I think people are like, I'll get into AI later, but you want to be the first one in it to build things like we just built and to do things and provide clients what we have developed and people are developing. You want to be on the forefront of that, not the person that just has another one that
Yeah.
this agent already's been doing it for 3 years and now you just built another one, a different one.
Right. That's actually a really good comparison that you just had with videos and reels and everything because that
Yeah.
was, I think, when it first started and becoming a little more popular, it was just like a fun thing to do that people made videos and had random stuff. And then it starts to get popular and people start to get paid for it. And then everybody wants to do it, but you're so far behind. And I think that could very well be the case with this too, where it's like you said, I'm not really I'm not a video person. Well, then you get put into a position where like, I have to do video to just keep up with everybody.
Yep.
And I think
Oh,
the
you're
AI
right.
thing is going to be the same thing where it's like, I'll give it, I'll figure it out as we start to know how the impacts happen. And then by that time you're forced to do it and your
You're already done.
competition is already way ahead of you and running circles around whatever it is that you're just learning.
Well, and you and I have, it does seem like yesterday, but you and I were literally talking about this when we first started podcasting and started doing this of like videos are the new thing.
Yeah.
And now it sounds silly to even say because we haven't been doing
Right.
podcasting for very long. And it sounds silly to say that videos were like no one's doing them or very few
Yeah.
people are doing them in our industry. And because now everyone is. And it's just crazy to think how quickly that came that it doesn't seem
Yeah.
like that long ago that we're like, yeah, we should do the videos and start getting into it because
Right.
it's got a new territory. And now it's like every single agent is like trying
Yes.
to one up the next agent, but
Yeah,
crazy.
it is.
Well, that's all I got,
Things
man. I
change
think the
quick.
AI will be a topic we're going to talk about in the future, quite
For
a bit
sure.
more. But yeah,
Yeah.
just wanted to kind of go over the benefits and hopefully get some people spurred along to do it. And buyers and sellers in the market, go to Cody and I if you want to have the best AI experience.
Yeah,
with us.
go to the link that Joe's got there.
I know. Head over to my
That's-
link. I'm going to start marketing that and
Start
giving it
posting
to
it in there.
people,
Yeah.
clients and friends and family, anyone that wants it. We just wanted a resource for people. So you'll see that coming out in the next few weeks, some videos and stuff like that on this. But
Love it.
I think that's it from me.
I think it's good. I still can't believe that you/the AI made that in like an hour.
I know
That's
it's
nuts.
I didn't even believe it when I first I was like, okay, let's see how this let's see what this thing
Yeah.
does, and it pumped it out. I was like, oh my, like
Yeah,
this is
seriously.
amazing. And so I tweaked some things and asked to kind of fix things, but it's like, okay, I'll fix it. Okay, I'll fix it. Okay, I'll fix
Uh-huh.
it. So it's really cool.
Wow.
And then on the phone, it actually is cooler because I think you can swipe through our PDF, so it's not like you have to press the button. I was like, make it easier for people to kind of read through. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll make it swipeable and, all that stuff.
Just luxury.
Pretty sweet, man.
Heck yeah.
Only the best for our clients.
That's
Only
right.
the best.
That's
But
right.
hey, it was good talking to you. And I think
too.
if you pressure me, I'm going to do a podcast either before we leave for Arizona or when we are in Arizona.
And you're thinking that's going to be not next weekend, but the following weekend, or week, or is it
I'll be
next week?
gone. I'll be gone mid next week. So it depends
Okay.
on if we record beforehand or not.
Okay. I'm just going to spam text you about it.
The live stream we should do in Arizona. That's easy. I
Yeah.
think. The podcast's a little bit harder to have some good quality podcasts, but hey, who knows?
True. Yeah.
Okay, my man.
We can
Well,
figure it out.
we'll chat with you soon and we'll figure it all out.
Okay. Awesome, man.
Okay.
Good to see you.
See ya.